Hello, well this is a video for anyone who's got these TVG locks. This Sprinter is an ex-DPD delivery van, and so they come with these fancy TVG Slamlocks, which are great if you're a delivery driver. But you can see this one's really old and it's rusty, so it doesn't really work that well. I'm doing it up as a camper, so I don't really want the doors to lock every time I shut them. And I've already locked my keys inside once, so it's a bit annoying. So I've been trying to find out how to disconnect these and reconnect the original central locking. And I couldn't find any information online about it. Not really. A couple of forums had a few tips here and there, but not anything that useful. Couldn't find anything on YouTube, so I thought I contacted the company, TVG, and that was a bit of a long-winded process. It took me weeks of hassling to get them to finally give me the information I needed, and one of their engineers got in touch eventually, and I gave them the make and model of the vehicle, and then they told me where I could find the cables that have been cut. So you can see here that underneath, had to disconnect the battery. Underneath here, the passenger seats, you'll find the ECUs that TVG fitted. So all these cables connecting to the battery, connected to the battery there, and then all these cables are running to the lock here in the door and on the back door as well. So I kind of followed these from here and back from the back door as well, to try and find out where they've cut the central locking cables and connected the TVG cables to the central locking. Right, so I've done one already. I found, so one of them, for the sliding door, the location is here, bottom of the step. So you have to get this plastic cover that's over there. Annoyingly, I've already started the camper van conversion, so I've had to pull off bits I've already fitted, which is a bit of a nightmare. But so this little plastic cover, if you take that off, you'll find the TVG cable, and it was all wrapped up in insulation tape when I opened it up. Everything was wrapped up together, so you have to cut all that away, pull it all off. And then these are the TVG cables, and they basically cut them here, cut the central locking cables here, and then soldered the TVG cables to the central locking cables. So I've had to snip them off, and they leave the old central locking cable here, and these are just like left cut, basically wrapped up in insulation tape. So I've unwrapped everything, and then I have crimped the cables colour to colour. They're quite easy. One's blue and brown, one's blue and black, and the other one's white and yellow, or yellow and white really. And then one of the cables hasn't been cut at all, so don't worry about that. So yeah, I just cut these off, exposed some copper, and then crimp them back on, and it works fine. You just have to just leave that there, put some insulation tape back on them and leave them there. And now the next one, the one for the sliding doors, they told me that it's either somewhere above the sliding door, or the other option was that it was somewhere near the back door, like either in the pillar coming down or inside the back door. And I spent ages pulling off all the carpet that I'd already fitted and trying to find the cables inside and cutting holes in some of the paneling, and waste of time, because it turns out it's up there. So I haven't done that one yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all that wood off and expose the cables, and then show you how I did it last time. And then hopefully this will come in handy for anyone else who wants to get rid of their TVG locks and reconnect the central locking. Alright, better get on with that now.